What can you do on a daily basis that makes you a better version of yourself? Welcome to Jumma Gems, where I share with you quick tools and mindset shifts to upgrade your career and life. Jumma Mubarakah. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the Shared Diversity Podcast. My name is Sina Port, brand communicator, content artist, and author, and each week I introduce you to an amazing person, story, or message to help you empower yourself in your career and life. On here you can find exclusive interviews with successful businesswomen where we discuss topics around business, branding, and womanhood. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Ramadan 2020. Ramadan 2020 we all did not anticipate. A beautiful start into this month for all of you, and I just want to share a little bit about goal setting and how to make sure that you do on a daily basis the things that make you a better version for your whole life. And I think a lot of people, even if you're not fasting, you're setting new goals during this time because we are living in a pandemic. Moment of silence to recognize that that is actually crazy. And we need to get out of this pandemic with a plan. And first of all, we need to live through this pandemic with a plan. And then we need to get out of it and not only survive, whether that is professional or personal or even health-wise, but also come out of it stronger, inshallah. So today I want to talk about 3 ways how to set goals that you haven't heard before that make you really rethink what you can do now to become a better version of yourself. Number 1, defining your own version of success. This is something that we do all of the time, not only during Ramadan where, a friend calls me up and she says, hey, what's your plans? These are my plans. These are my goals. And I'm like, yeah, kind of the same thing. But we do this all year long in every single situation. We look at Forbes magazine. How do they define success? We look at YouTube and Instagram. How do they define success? Oh yeah, followers and engagement and whatever. We look at our friends and our families and people that have been featured in the media as the game changers. And that's our new version of success. We always look at other people to look at what should we set our next goal for. And this is something that I would like you to rethink, especially during this time where you have a little bit of time, inshallah, to, sit down and just think. This is one of the things that actually has been good for me. And my husband told me that he sometimes just literally sits in his office and stares at the wall and does nothing. He literally thinks, and he gets so much fun out of this. And he told me, Sina, you have to do this yourself. You have to just sometimes sit in silence and think about what you're doing right now. Rethink the way you're doing things. Rethink the way you're thinking. Because since we are small, we usually just sit and let other people tell us what to do. In school, we sit around and shut up. At work, we sit around, we repeat the same things that people tell us. We don't really rethink things because people don't give us the liberty, but also we don't take the liberty. We don't take just time to think. It's not seen as something that you do and are seen as productive. It's not seen as something that is particularly praiseworthy. But imagine what you could achieve when you just sit down and think, are you living your life and whether that's actually the best way to live it. Not in a way like, oh, I'm not a big performer, how can I be a high performer right now? And blah, blah, blah. No, just sit down and think, how am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling this way? Too many times we don't know what we want because we don't think about what we want. And we just adapt other people's definitions of success and goal setting and visions and whatever. So what I want you to do is just sit down and think, what's my version of success? And how do I want this month to be like? What do I want to achieve in this month? And why? Why is that important for me? Is that important because it's seen as something that you do during Ramadan and it's seen as something, praiseworthy? Or is it actually something that will make your life better, that would deepen your spirituality and actually improve your life and the way you're living it and actually make you a better person in terms of how you deal with people and how you deal with yourself? But let's get concrete. I want to talk about both things, building your brand and setting goals for Ramadan. 2 things that you should redefine success for. In your personal brand, for example, you have set up your Instagram page or your LinkedIn page, you have a social media channel where you talk about your expertise. Now, the problem that you have is that you get overwhelmed by so much content that you're seeing out there and it's so high quality and you don't keep up. You can't connect with your customers and you just can't build an audience because you're not delivering. But maybe the problem is not the quality of your content and that the problem is, oh, you have a spelling mistake here or your scarf is not sitting right here or or you feel you sound a little bit weird over there. No, the problem could actually be that you're not delivering enough. So that's one of the things that I've seen in my own personal brand, is that I overthink the content that I take out, and I overthink how I don't like this aspect, or I don't like this color scheme, and I don't like this transition or whatever, and that keeps me from putting out enough content. So redefine your definition of success when it comes to your brand. Your definition of success should not be, oh, I have 100k followers here and my content is on fleek because the color scheme is the same as in the other 100 videos, but you redefine your success in being someone who takes massive action. And massive action is something that Grant Cardone talks about in his book Sell or Be Sold, and all his other books. And it's the definition of, if you take a massive amount of action, you can only win. And especially when you create your personal brand, if you create massive action, if you go out there and you spread your message and you talk to people and you create webinars and you create videos and you do your podcast and you talk to people and you connect, and if you take massive action, it doesn't mean you're not going to make mistakes, but you're going to make mistakes faster, you're going to learn faster, and you're going to grow faster. So if massive action could be your new definition of success, instead of having the best color-coded video and the transitions are amazing and it's in HD and whatever not, okay? Maybe you should rethink the way you define your success for your personal brand. And let's go to the spiritual part, okay? You set goals for Ramadan. And instead of setting the goals of, finishing the Quran during Ramadan, which is a sunnah and it's beautiful, but maybe it's too much for you right now, maybe your goal should instead be to only read one surah a day, but actually understand the surah. Well, let's go smaller, You read one verse, one ayah a day, and you actually look up the definition of this ayah, or you really try to understand this ayah. Instead of finishing the whole Quran, at least you understand what you're reading. So redefine success for yourself, not in a way that everyone else does it, but that is true to you. The second technique is doing things the unconventional way. Two things I want to talk about. One, I'm going to start with the spiritual part this time. A lot of times people tell us, oh, you need to do the actions to make you feel spiritual, right? The fasting and the praying and the dua and the going to the masjid and the giving sadaqah. And yes, those are all beautiful things, but sometimes we need to do things in an unconventional way, because the conventional way might not work for us. So let's take dua, for example. Sometimes we repeat duas that are beautiful, but we don't feel the connection because those are not our words. So if you feel this is going to help you become a better version and actually redefine your goals, because your dua, your prayer is the way that you manifest your goals, then change your dua to sounding like you, to sounding what you actually want to achieve, and not how the dua usually goes because you can't connect to it personally, right? Pray not for what other people pray for, but pray for what you actually want to pray for. This is the best way to manifest your goals, because you actually speak out, you ask for them to be happening. And the second one is going into branding again, okay? So most people would say if you want to build your personal brand, you should invest into the best copywriter and the best designer, and you should get amazing clothes so you look very professional and whatnot. I had webinars this week, okay? And I felt in these webinars that I brought my point across very poorly because I felt so not confident. And why I felt not confident was not of what I'm saying. I'm very confident in what I'm saying gives value to people, and that what I have to share is going to help them build their brand and grow their career. My problem with my confidence was that I was not delivering what I said in the best way. Let me explain. Maybe you have that when you are in front of a lot of people, and I felt that this week specifically because I feel I was so socially awkward in this event just because I was not used to having people around me. Of course, they were not physically around me, but they were all on the Zoom call, and I just felt this anxiety where my throat just closed up and I started breathing the worst way. Like I just started and I was like talking really fast, and then I was losing the track of my thoughts while I was talking because I couldn't breathe, and then I was thinking about where to make a pause in my talking, where to breathe, and everything just clogged up, and I actually had to go to the doctor for him to tell me, yes, that's your problem. You're not breathing properly. So my problem with my personal brand, and that's a lot of times the case, is that I don't bring my point across because I have problems in my speech. And that's funny because I have a podcast, right? So actually my voice should be my strength. But I have sometimes problems to breathe properly. So what I did this morning is I sat down with my husband and he told me, you should check out bioenergetic breathing. And if you guys want to check that out, if you have similar issues sometimes with speaking to people, then you should go on YouTube and you should type Elliot Hulse bioenergetic breathing. And you will see that you will look incredibly weird while you do these breathing exercises. And it's not meditative breathing. It's literally bending over backwards, having your mouth as wide open as possible and breathing while you push your fist into your back and wobbling around with your head like you're possessed. Like, it's really crazy and unconventional. And I would have never thought of this technique to better my personal brand, to make my voice more grounded, to make myself more confident when I speak to people by doing this weird exercise. But I had to think in unconventional ways because not everything that people say out there works for everyone. If you want to achieve unconventional things, you have to find unconventional techniques to find unconventional solutions. Okay? So success is not something that is easily attainable because there's a one-stop shop for its success. Yes, there could be strategic techniques, tools, and paths that work for almost everyone, but you will need to find your way of what works for you and what not for your goals. So when you set your goals, don't look at what everyone is doing to achieve them only, but also look for unconventional ways to solve your problems and achieve what you want to achieve. Number 3 is something that's very important for ambitious women, and that is find out what defines you. I had a very beautiful call with a good friend yesterday, and she told me, I always put so much pressure on my career and what I achieve right now until I'm 30 or until I'm 35 or until I get married or whatever, all these like crazy timelines that we set ourselves, because I define myself by my career. So you need to find out what defines you. And please don't tell me that what defines you is the love of someone else or the recognition of someone else or something physical. Try to go beyond. So I'm obviously not going to tell you what should define you because that would invalidate my whole point. But I want you to think differently about what makes you feel like you achieved something, right? So when you set goals that, make you feel like you have achieved something. But what actually makes you feel that level of achievement? So find out what really defines you. And it doesn't have to be, super deep and spiritual, but think about more than just physical actions or people giving you feedback, right? A lot of times we define ourselves with what people think about us, but maybe think beyond it. Think about impact, think about legacy, think about what people feel about you when you're not in this world anymore, right? Now, I know it's gonna get very spiritual and deep, but those are just things that I feel will make your goals more relevant. Because when times get tough, and they will get tough, and you're struggling to achieve your goals, you will think back why you actually want to achieve them, What's actually the deeper vision behind this goal? Now, I would love to hear from you. What did you get out of this? A few thoughts about goal setting and, finding ways how to be a better version of yourself. Leave it down in the comments. And I wish you a beautiful start into Ramadan. Have a beautiful time. Stay safe and stay healthy. And connect with us on social media. And don't forget to rate and review this podcast. I would love to hear your feedback on it. And it really helps us to reach more people with our content. And if you'd like to build your own personal brand to get your career and business to the next level, visit me on sinaport.com, SINAPORT, to get access to free resources and programs to build a brand that's true to who you are. And hey, if you're not ready yet and you don't know what you want, just book a free call with me. I'll get to know you and we'll figure it out together. Again, that's sinaport.com. And I'll see you next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.